the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
The National Democratic Congress, led by Omo Minister of Communications, the narrative be APA after Ablekuma North rerun post-election violence to say Ayawa so West walk on in tea and they justify armed men or head how a comes in Ibimo be a bow the national MPP organizer of the New Patriotic Party. And Okatakyie Afrifa say or person reply Sam George and Malik Basintele say from 1992 up to 1996 way to 2000 2008 2012 nina post-election violence Bibrina has been mad by the National Democratic Congress. Inti sa narrative the National Democratic Congress had spread it say election violence no ayawa so well swag on a chassis free no enye no correct into Okatakyie Afrifa a historical antecedents of Nyema Akoso organized by the National Democratic Congress even from the time of former President Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings time obeda samo mobubo no kra titia the private parts sunina or even internal election violence cry NDC cry at the yom inti ma omun fasa entrono into bedroom say aya was so west walk on inti and it justifies all election violence e course e wo Ablekuma no tengo tie Okatakyie Afrifa nsem o the two dra efa NDC for and then some George narrative say aya was so west walk on inti and it justify sa election violence e course e wo Ablekuma no.
Omo use the state power and the abuse to the extent that you read the people's verdict. To make a one Professor Dubois he control the stolen verdict. Oh yeah, people need a best you don't know anything about the stolen verdict. It's when people know innocent. We MPP need. If you cast a political vigilance, MPP fund the political vigilance by. Most of the reforms are in our political dispensation. It is MPP that proposed it because NDC always believed in young from Bugan winning election. It didn't turn into two. When we bring Crawford to the point, say, you can see a boycotting a parliamentary election. Certain President Kufone Kwame Safo Dumus would be me and boycott said the Enrana and Rechina waited the N1. ABC and boycott, ABC me and boycott Ablekuma. Pain. 1992. Your two presidential election win. And the Dubois he said, yes, he said, Omosia Buya near DNA, or Moria a verdict in it. And your parliamentary election, young boycotting. And your boycotting. Your money. Your boycott you go be. Uko Drew Chebi, for instance, Mami Yusu Chebi. Sometimes NDC for any Eagle Party in the core alliance. So Mobeya Yiniati. Na ore kwa mo fa na stand there e wo Eagle Party wo ye Chebi ni Potemo. Ebuakwa South. Tieni yo. Munti heyi. Fire. Ore kwa mo fa wini ye as parliamentary candidate. Unim se Chebi ni Potemo. It became an abomination to be even an MPP member. Exactly. So yes, I see a bone crofo wo Chebi ni Potemo ye brimu crofo. Sometimes JJ Rawlings cousin your friends to this. E mo amon nyini kakra no ye make amunim. Ono ore kwa mo fa Daniel Foriata ene o mo keka ho. O mo sheda ko fa crofo be gu Chebi. Just how ye so ye MPP ya. Ye bone crofo men crofo migrate free Chebi etu dwane. Eja krobi Chebi became like a graveyard. Political violence. 1992. Adanya. NDC winning to me. 10 years. Yeti Akufo-Addo Kokase. Yechira umbibi kakrebu etiwana. It is because over the period they have been abusing the people. They have been abusing MPP. Now they say MPP akoye bi wa ya waso. Eti NDC de no ye na retaliation. NDC mo Jimmy from then we go so Jimmy sa abusing people sa. No fire. Over 1996, and she has the same intimidation taxes. So far, I Chief Asoka. One in the boys, Chief Asoka. 96, one in the boys. Tamalenin and Potter winning off what the energy and Kokra. Tis what Asoka boys are. Bring microphobe as at a moment no more the new gu a ballot box won't make a way yombekum. When it turned to make a way yombekum, Satan MPP the year Bukulong and a shirt in a year. MPP for Muntian ye. Mamu Manin Yesaya was so west in the started political violence. And this narrative no cannot stand. Muntia ye. Obi 1996 Emma Mikroma Santiago Commander JJ Graphics one Chermatin and the boy knew was Santiago. It became the deciding factor in Ghanaian election and we say it was mad with violence. Commander Graphics 96 go and look at the history. When we used to JJ Rollins did the whole military and the Ghana abusing for Santiago. Commander Graphics in Andia Penas, you Filino, because one of our year and Penny and dinner. Well, you say Manuko, yes. Oh, yeah, dear. What do you say? The political violence and starting it. The only time why you hear lucky kakra, there was because 2000, and the wind of change was so massive that if they had tried anything of that nature, and kept be a bit careful. And no crowd on the 2000 election, there were pockets of violence here and there. And most of them was NDC. They perpetrated such crime.
Exactly so.
Even internal election, NDC for lose election, or internal election. Yet you come and say 2004. Was it 2002 or 2004? Or more internal election, or better someone more. Almost she or better somewhat Tietia and a show. Fire. And then my Francis is here, NDC baby. Mumusam question. And the Sapat we pursue rebranding Hossein as MPP never violent, no one retaliate. And the youth of the nation believe he said MPP are the Omuya Naya Wasunti and NDC Jimmy said Omujimi. That's not true. Almost Chef Francis is here, my Francis is here, Ghana, and we're going to be MPP. Identify Francis is here. Oh, NDC. Yeah, sure, Munti. Mumusa said the entire Gusitano free NDC. Messi she will better someone chairman of the NDC. Almost she no tietia and Johnson Deno or so for Johnson almost Manenko Johnson. That is NDC for you. Very abusive political party. And NDC say omo reason to omo Jimmy Yanura because MPP Jimmy why I was so west. And I'll tell you why I was so happened and whether or not it is right or not. Francis is here. Fire. 2005. Yeah, she won papa. And I did general secretary by year general secretary. Almost sure President for 2004. There was very little violence because we held the power. 10 years. After 2008 about you to me dream. Na Kufado dear, wouldn't me blame you for all these things? President Kufado, Messi, I blame you. I didn't me blame you. Yes, I'm for bachelor to us. Yet to come her 2008. Ora can the power me amofa. On a national security minister under President Kufo. Exactly. I'm here to aba party in government too. Yes, security breaking. I'm a whole sitting president went me and rat time for the last election. 2008 year to about 3 times. Time was the deciding factor. NDC violence in President Kufo and me and rat time. Now see about 2024. Now President Kufo had also been a yemi of a kandapano and asat now. I mean other co-election. What were you thinking? Obi ultimately security breaking in 2008. No one side the security as I said 2024. See your fan call a year battle. And then I work in it. Obi Muntian ye. Very weak leadership. Kura police, kura military, President Kufo and me and rat time because of election violence of the NDC. Precisely. Danny? 10 years, political violence started in Mr. Time was so much in such a way that time. And this was so violent that President Kufo, whole sitting president, went to be on that time. After near Gusu, people. No, Omuji to me. Omuji to me 2009. 2009, Baba no more boys, no more boy Raha, Obaka Yanona Kofi, you Kwabenaji. I said there are many ways to kill a cat. Or and also, 2016. The Mumu said, you can't have boys and one wine again. It was a imitation of what happened in 2009. Precisely.
Remind the people.
It was because for so long the MPP had been abused politically, and this is very abusive. Nanyam America, your mama nankasa kai. You called Chiriponi by election in 2012. Danny, young Connie already see ya in Chiriponi in 2012. You are a beko talency by election. No one kwakoshe. Where a talency by election. And then this is she more every moment. This is very violent party. So now Okatakyie MPP, Mr. General Secretary, Justin Kobe, I will support you any day, anytime, against anyone. But what's no me Kobuya Kotia? Obia work from national headquarters, Mr. The last person. You go. Someone to me and prepare grounds. And yeah, a crowd near cry, and near Yatu, behind the no moment, someone to me and prepare. No moment, NDC wants to succumb us. If Sadia or more person, we say total succumbent. MPP for some minimum. And the other moment, come and see and run. It's a very defeatist mindset. See, I just say, one more plan is on Babuye. No more by an American big Jina 1 year, idea. Me who say menu about Kubi, Naneska, Walker say, Emerante, a draw with the no Minade, Obianya Beman Chobia. Then where did the ja? Me were boys book, Massy, a boys be, me Mobakuni, it's a Bakuno leader. Enra, of course, we could get these boys onto the grounds and nothing will happen. Crazy. By the ja. It's a code as ASAP before see a beko a year kwatia. Ni yantimi and galvanize your boys back into the fold. They say yantimi trust the police, yantimi trust the military. If so manebua manya na gwe so or ye use military. It's ya baboya mo bai. It is yantimi and prepare. No mo sa kotwifo ye so wa kwatia. Me say from the general secretary to the last person will be a free political party headquarters. I'm telling you, when you're ready, somebody lead, and we must lead like men.
Precisely.
It's now behind America for you, now Russia for you, now China for you. If it's a Bakum person, it is also a weapon of mass destruction. Now, so will be a young you see. If so, president would be a president, yes. Press. Dear to me, my person tell you Kwasiawi. I call away to be here, and I person tell you baby, I said, oh, who dear man, it's general secretary. The boys must come back on track. Quincy, Momo Musa be fire so wakotia. Miss Munina Moba Soria free. Yes, national, and I'm telling you, that one I'm telling you. Momo muchu fire swakwatia, and I know some muchu fire swakwatia. Yenina Pentaqua, Nemum D. If said, Wamu Yeni, total succumbing, and in the minds, they are reorienting your people that MPP is a weak party. And then most of our Gobi actually said, we shall go to Akwatia and we shall put the diamond on the ring. Okay. Now you're free Waban Govi.
The People's National Convention has raised serious issues with yesterday's by-elections, insisting it was marred by violence and votes buying. We've been joined on the phone by its General Secretary Bernard Mona. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Aren't you just crying wolf?
You have your reporters on the ground. They steal from us, and you're saying I'm crying wolf. Such utterances will perpetuate theft in our democratic order, and you better desist from it. It is not to play the devil's advocate when the mandate of the people has been stolen. You should be interested in helping us so that we can ensure that this kind of attitude is exterminated from our body politics. And so when you start from that note, it is not healthy for our democracy. We have raised issues. Your reporters were there where we insisted that they should do a recount of votes. They simply denied us because we do not have the force. And look at how you have started asking me the question.
And when you say the people's mandate has been stolen, what exactly do you mean?
The Electoral Commission connived. We cannot mince words with this one. The
Connived with
Electoral
who?
Commission
Connived with who?
to deny us our appropriate votes.
Who do they
and
connive with?
They have fictitiously placed us on third, so as to mean that the PNC, after all, did not even place second.
Bernard.
Let alone making the protest.
Bernard.
We asked for a recount. Listen to me. In one area, when we even said they should recount the rejected ballots, it turned out that of the 7 reclaimed ballot papers, 4 of them went to the PNC. How come that it is only in the PNC strongholds or areas that the PNC won that you saw so much rejected ballots? Is it to say?
So where you pakwasi needed quite there. So when and this my so man appointment. It took in line of questioning now. Now Bernard Mona Krabufui because it was clear and this was using violence intelligence to win election.
Exactly. So
And a journalist that is supposed to condemn no at all say no question. It violence and starting intelligence mo kuma china mo konkore emranche mo konkore. Afe atiwa by election ba ofi atukomu a hwehwe atiwa by election mo hwe de si watuwa o bibini na o ma bono eda ho a o mokunu no etie ni ye oye mu mu Where see where 2012, 2013. That's what by election.
Yeah. 2013.
Na esi ye no. Ana Akufo-Addo asem okokan ya order bi da ya anti ase ache. Ana Akufo-Addo say, omo ba ti omo be ye we no. Ana ye kire omo bibi kakra bi. I know the people resisted. We said omo kwa de omo ye MPP fo ni o. De omo ye MPP forward ti wani o. Mose today. Mose day. I was why day. I was why at the bay. I was when I started political violence. Debbie. Because some started way back in Etiwa, way back in Chiriponi, way back in Talensi, way back in time. We were in this country. Civil society, no more individuals and happened. Obibani dia bonitimwa. Ye pejana ko. Way. After year the demo 2016, Gabriel Cheda come so more call a year your friend say a demonstration go be Yantikuma. Oman Sumanko farm yanko woman papa womachi. Man for any two Gabriel Cheda quaching in a papa. Man for any 3 months, our boy no boy na any 2 year prime boy no. Most I was Western going a day, and then I share political violence. It's a Nuntin NDC about Jimmy said, Debbie, NDC has been Jimmy in all these years. From the days of Adam. NDC Jimmy said, yeah, all these years. Until they got to a point. At no point do I support Jenny. MPP we need to me. Also, what we need to me. We thought things were going to be different.
Exactly.
The same way you people used a year as an excuse to go and do what you did. Then people say, "Most my ye and only I was so simple." Now, young Concoshe, I was so. Sam George, I was West Wogo was a retaliation of all the things that NDC had been doing.
Exactly.
But me, I condemn it with no uncertain terms.
Exactly.
Yaba 2016. Naba Collins down the mia. While Nin crop for fast, can't you try and grow for trim? It was young people in a started political violence. Almost started that way. MPP started that way. MPP started political violence in that way. Now, I was so. MPP so quite no be. Very nonsensical way of leading. Do you do me, I do you. You do me, I do you. If I'm quite was in your time, I'm sure some George Asum. Danny? I don't see a quarry some George Asumo. Will we? Afe, and no be a political narrative. It is this you say political violence that here, the Baya. Or my catcher was I was so. It hadn't seen NDC Koya, do Muya Yanra, almost I was so. Emrantian Babawa, and Yanokore. NDC has been doing what they've been doing over the years.
Exactly so.
It is very unfortunate that MPP in Suma or more coin, Emma, I was so West Wokon, happen here. But even with that, the difference is that, and I'm saying MPP in pep violence in even I was so dear. Okay, so Yansha, I was so dear. I was so dear.
This is so wrong on every score, but no matter how long it takes, we will fight. This is so wrong. You kill a man in his own house. His own house. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys. In his own house. In his own house. Be careful. You kill a man in his own house. I should what?
Shadi where you pow, and I'm a producer, you know, and a producer catch him say, but look at it clearly. Where Sam George was provoking the security guys who were in the car. I told him that we are not going to justify any nonsense when anybody coming from car or not coming from car, anybody provoked or not provoked. It doesn't matter whether it will be provoking or be provoking. What happened in Ayawasu was shameful.
Exactly so.
Now MPP for justification for that, and it's over the period. And this is the and I've given you antecedent. I've given you precedence to Ayawasu. So nobody should sit here and say, the scene was a retaliation of Ayawasu. Emma Sam George, your papa and I know, very unfortunate incident. But even that, the difference between that, Sam George make his statement, and the statement is a very profound statement. Sam George, some statement will mess a reminder one day. Tiere wanga sa kaye. If the time I was to see year 2019, na emma wadwene mu da.